This episode brought to you by water. Now, I might make jokes at the start of every episode with a big ol' energy drink and acting all caveman, but drinking water is very important. You need to drink your water. Let's get into it. First things first, this video is going to be kind of all over the place, and it's because I'm not shooting it all in one fell swoop. I'm doing it incrementally, so outfit's going to change. I might be in a different location for some of it, but it's all going to be in the same context. So in this video, I'm going to be trying out foods with different shelf lives. So foods that you're supposed to store, or you can store for a long time. We're going to start with a can of food, which I've generously ripped a label off of. This could be in storage for 2 years from now. So decent shelf life, not forever lasting. And we're just going to pop this open. All right, let's dig in. Today we got, how can I word this food without saying the company name? We got noodle ovals and meatballs. The flavor's really good. It tastes like spaghetti and meatballs, but the spaghetti noodles are small circles. All the meatballs in a can have a weird taste that isn't exactly a meatball, but it's not an undesirable flavor, it's just a different one. The flavor is really good. The mouth feels good. It has variety, but it's consistent enough to not feel weird in your mouth. Definitely something that would be good for medium-term storage, so something that you would be eating kind of regularly. So for it to not go bad, obviously. For food that you could store for medium amount of time, noodle ovals and meatballs, I'll give them a 7 out of 10 for the storage food. I'm sure you can go over expiration date and still be fine with this stuff. We're just going for the expiration dates and going on from there. So I think about canned food, it's a very viable option, affordable, and it's good for it. Not good for you, it's full of sodium, but it's better than not eating anything. So definitely something that you might want to keep on hand for medium lengths of time. Up next, we got frozen TV dinners. You know, those things that you buy at the store, throw them in your freezer, and you forget about them, and then like 7 years later, you go and you're like, oh man, I found this under my ice cream. You're like, I wonder if it's still good. See the expiration date, you're like, ah, that's way out of date. Crack it open, oh, it don't smell bad. Throw it in the microwave, eat it, still tastes like it's new. I swear, as long as it stays frozen, it can't go bad. And no, this isn't expired if you're worried about that. This is good until 2022, so has the same expiration as that can of food. Yeah, hot! Now we have the TV dinner, chicken nuggets, macaroni and cheese, and a brownie. Let's start with one of these. Everything is really hot. Got some of the mac. Ah! That's actually really good mac. Let's try a chunk of the brownie. It looks like a good brownie. And it's actually cooler than everything else. Rating for this meal in particular. Chicken nuggets are soft where they're supposed to be crunchy. They're not dry, but they just kind of feel funny in your mouth. I'm gonna eat it. I'm not gonna complain about it. It's got like a fishy, flaky texture to the interior of the nug. The mac and cheese, honestly, I can't tell it's been frozen. And you just saw me cook it. And the brownie? That tastes like a fresh brownie. That's really good. The only thing that could be better is if I cooked the nuggets differently to make them crunchy where they're supposed to be crunchy and chewy where they're supposed to be chewy. Whenever you bring the price point in, I'd give it a 5 out of 10. It's not outstanding. It's not awful. It's an average meal that will feed you and you won't really have any complaints. And for the last part of our list, we're looking at the Adventure Meals freeze-dried food. With an expiration date in 2050, you can certainly keep this stuff around for a minute. So while we're waiting for the water to boil and all that good stuff, we're gonna start with dessert, because we have dessert. This is a no prep, ready to eat right out of the package, freeze-dried ice cream sandwich. It even comes wrapped up like an ice cream sandwich. That's kind of weird. I don't know, that looks like an ice cream sandwich, like not anything happened to it. I've never had a problem starting with dessert. Here's just another scenario where I'm glad I did. Alright, so we got this all cooked up and smelling like chicken teriyaki. It no longer looks like a bunch of freeze-dried clumps. It actually looks like rice and chicken and peas and carrot. So let's try it. So unlike the freeze-dried ice cream sandwich, this actually has mouthfeel of food. It feels like chicken and rice and, you know, all that stuff. Flavor's really good. It didn't really take that long to prepare, and I mean, it lasts for 30 years. So, and I don't even know how long it was on the shelf. It says, here I'll show you again. October 2050. So, it'll probably outlive you, but with it sitting at like $9 a package, and a can of food that lasts 2 years is about $3, and the TV dinners that we tried were about $2. Where does this fall on my scale and how good it is? I'm gonna put this at a 9 out of 10. This is better than any chicken teriyaki I've had from a restaurant. So I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of short video about different shelf life foods and how they taste and how long they last and my opinion on them. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.